Hey dolls, it's Glamour Doll, and I just finished doing this makeup tutorial and I love it. It's kind of similar to the makeup that I was wearing in my What's in My Bag video, because I promised that I would be doing a video for that look. So I'm going to start off with my primer. This is also the Makeup Designery primer. I use this one occasionally, but I have other ones as well. I'm only going to put this much primer on my palette. If you can see that, only a little tiny bit. That's all you need. The foundation I'm going to be using is Studio Tech. It is a cream based foundation. I don't really feel like I need a lot of coverage, but I just like the feeling of the cream because it's very moisturizing and I kind of get dry around my nose. I'm just going to put a little all over my face. My face is already moisturized. I already moisturized it with a moisturizer that I use, and it's Avon Extra Hydration. I really like that moisturizer because after I wash my face I tend to feel dry and I hate it. And you want to kind of stipple, which is just a technique that you just twist it on your face so it gets in your pores. That's what stippling is. Well, now that that's done, I'm going to start with my Studio Tech foundation. I use this. It's a cream base, by the way, and I don't really need that much coverage. I don't think I do. I just like to use it just because I like the feeling, because I like my skin to feel really moisturized, and that's what a cream does. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it, and I'll show you the amount that I took off. This is the amount that I took off. You guys might not think that's a lot, but it's definitely gonna go a long way on my face. And what you're gonna want to do, if you do have a palette, you can use your hand as well. But I already previously stated I don't like to do that. You're just gonna want to rub it out on the palette with your palette knife. Look how much that spread out, by the way. Look how much that is. That's gonna be a lot on my face. So, or a lot to use for my face. I probably won't even use this much. So you're just going to want to stipple it and blot it on. Don't smear, because that moves the makeup around in different spots that you don't put it in. You'll end up having cakey spots and drier spots. And when I put my makeup on, I always make sure to focus around my nose, because I get a little red there, and my upper lip area, around my mouth, and around my eyes. Okay, so the next thing I do is I take my concealer, and I use two different types of concealers. I use this is a matte concealer, and it's a liquid, and then I use Revlon Photo Ready concealer. The tip looks like this, and I just dab this around my eyes, and that's where I need my concealer, around my nose. And if I have any like scarred areas. So that is all the spots that I conceal. Then I take my MAC concealer and I just kind of dab it around my eyes. And when you're doing your makeup, you don't really want to touch your face too much. It's okay if you touch it a little, but you want to let it, if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, you want to let it cook for a second. Okay. You're always going to want to start with an eyeshadow primer. The eyeshadow primer that I use is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and it's the original formula. So prime both eyelids, and then once you're finished, just kind of wait for it to dry. You don't want it to look white on your eye, because that'll make it lumpy, make your eyeshadow really lumpy, and that's not cool. You want it to be really, really smooth and look just like it does on the palette. Better. The color that I'm going to be using is this one right here. And it's like a cute little pinkish color, but it comes off as more of a cream on your eyelid. So you're just going to want to stipple it, and then you're going to stipple it along your eye as well. Until your eye is completely covered. You're going to want to stipple it along your eye until your eye is completely covered. With the eyeshadow, of course. And what you want to do, what I learned in school is that if you do something to one eye, you always do it to the other eye right after so you remember what you did. It's a lot easier to work that way than doing one whole eye and then going back and trying to do the exact same look on the other eye. So I had to zoom it in so you guys could see a little bit better, but it's not perfect, but I'm going to blend it and all of that. So that's just how the color looks on my lid. And the color that I'm going to be using on my crease is called Taupe. I'm going to be using two colors. For the first color I'm going to use is Taupe, and it's this color. You can get all of these makeup off of this whole entire palette. You can get it off of the Mud website. And you put that all over your whole crease area. I put mine all right here until I feel my brow bone. That's where I stop, at my brow bone. Then I take this color, and this color is called Espresso, and it's the last brown color on the palette. Ooh, okay. It's the last brown color on the palette right there. It's called Espresso, and this color is also really pretty because it's a nice dark brown, and it's good for creating dramatic as well as natural looks. And you just kind of want to put that on the ends. You don't want to put it on your whole lid because it's very easy to build up. It gets very dramatic and dark really quick. And then I come to my V area and I kind of dab it along my V right there because I like the effect that gives me because of my eye shape is almond, so I really like to accentuate that area. And you can always create like a fake almond kind of doing this and connecting it. And the color that I'm going to be using for my highlight color is Apricot, and it's this color. It's on the top row, and it's that color right there. And you blend it out a little bit. Just kind of do it in circular motion, kind of back and forth. Don't do it really hard on your eye. You want to work on your eyes with light hands because they're, you know, very important part of your body. I just kind of blend out or blend in this espresso color so it works. So it's kind of fades out into you want it to fade out from lighter to darker on your eye. That's what you want the Taupe and the espresso to do. The next thing I do is I take my Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner, and you can use any kind of gel liner that you have. MAC has really good ones that I've tried, but when I compared it to Maybelline Eye Studio, they work pretty much exactly the same. They have the same wear time, and it's like a fraction of the price, and I like the deal, so I went for the deal. And you want to pull your eye, not too much, and just kind of line. You want to start off with less liner in your inner corner, and then towards your outer corner you want to have more. You want to make it go up and then fill it in. So I'll show you what I mean. I don't know why that didn't go so well. The next thing I do is get my eyeliner, and I use Almay eyeliner. If you guys do not know about Almay eyeliners, they're like the best. It's not focusing, probably because it's shimmery. Oh, there it goes. It's like the best eyeliner ever. And the color that I use is black. I think they have one that's darker, and it might be black as black. I go back and forth between the two. It just kind of depends on whatever one they have, because every time I go, they always are out of the one that rolls, or the one that just sharpens by itself, like a mechanical pencil type of thing going that just rolls out. And I have used the other ones, and they're the exact same. The regular pencils, they work just as well. I just like this one. And make sure you want to get in your waterline with this look a little. Don't put too much though. What's it called? After you're finished with your eyeliner and your eyeshadow, you're gonna want to take your eyelash curler. I always use an eyelash curler. I don't know what I would do without mine. I would probably like that. And I got this one from Mud, but you know they sell eyelash curlers everywhere. So you just take it and you curl your eyelashes. They say for about 10 seconds, but I do mine for like 30 or like 20, just because I don't really have any in sand. The mascara I'm going to be using it doesn't have the words on it anymore. I haven't had it that long, but every time I get drugstore mascaras and stuff, the words always rub off. So I don't know. I'll just tell you what it is. You're just going to have to bear with me here. And it's Voluminous Million Lashes by L'Oreal. And you're just going to want to take that on your bottom lashes. Then you're going to want to do your top lashes as well. So I take my bronzer and I put it on my cheeks. And I do like the 3 and the E. I'm going to do 3 and I take the brush and I just kind of 3 it. And E it on the other side. Then I take a pink blush because my lip color is going to be pink. Another thing that I've learned since I've been, doing my makeup a lot more is that you always want your cheek color to be in the same color family as your lip color. That just kind of completes the look. Your eyeshadow doesn't really matter, but your cheek color and your lip color, same color family. They don't have to be the exact same color, but a pink blush that's in a pink lip, like a reddish toned cheek for a red lip. It just makes sense. It looks a lot better, and you can definitely tell it looks very off when you don't do it like that. And I'm gonna be using my same brush that I use for my bronzer and this NYC New York Color blush in West Side Wine. And it's a powder blush, and I really like this color on my skin. So you don't want to put a lot on there. I kind of just smile, and then I put it in between my highlight and in between my contour. And it's a really light pink, so it won't take away the attention from your eyes or from your lips. And I also blend out my contour, so if it looks a little harsh, then at this time, this is when I would blend it a lot more, so it's not as harsh. Then for my lip color, I'm going to be using, this is a MAC lip gloss, and it's in the color Enchantress. Do I have it upside down? It's in the color Enchantress. I don't know if it's going to show up good, but yeah, it's MAC Enchantress. And you're just going to want to work it in the middle and, put it on regular. So now your look is finished, and hopefully it came out just like how mine came out, or slightly different if you tweaked it to your own personal taste or use different types of eyeshadow or whatever. You don't have to use all Mud products like I used. You don't have to use the exact same products, but hopefully you use some that were kind of similar so you get this look, so you didn't just waste your time watching the video. So this is the look, and I really like it. It's something that I wear very often. It's not very, okay, I know I use the term natural a lot, but it kind of is, I think it's kind of natural. It's natural to me. So this is the look, and hopefully you enjoyed my makeup tutorial. It's my first one, so I'm so excited to have finally posted it and let you guys see my makeup skills and all of that. So thanks for watching. Bye, dolls.